girl. Well, greetings everyone. It's Sunday night, and we're back. It's Ace Attorney tonight, since I didn't do it last night because, quite honestly, I really needed that little jaunt through the castle. So here we go. Last time we started the 5th case, we found out that Edgeworth is once again involved, not as he's a prosecuting attorney, but his car was used in the murder. His knife was used in the murder. This guy cannot catch a break. On top of that, it's based 2 months later when Phoenix hadn't had a job since then. It's like all kinds of effed up. So let's see what, as I said, my favorite villain is in this one. So we're going to see where this goes. Because I sure as hell am not the kind of person with a good enough memory to remember what the hell. It's not why push, you piece of crap. Rise from the ashes. I'm pretty sure this, unless there's one after later on in the series, I'm pretty sure this is the only one that doesn't have turnabout. I mean, it's always turnabout this, turnabout that. Yes. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Lana, how did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Currently, there are still a lot of gray areas. Now that the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe you insist. You want me to word of advice. Yes? Defense attorney should never believe their client. Defendants called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. She was a defense attorney. That is, you are a non-defense attorney. Oh, well, you know, that was the whole thing. I believe it's almost time for a trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. First trial without a Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone. Oh, goddamn. I'll be alone out there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Well, your big boy pants! Chair fixed. Yep. I had, I'll tell you later. Yeah, it's all fixed. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Friday, 23rd, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 9. Court is now in session for a trial of Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. Yeah, I love how he goes from worrying about the rent to freaking not taking any work at all. Crazy that. Nope, my personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me say. Judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else's. Very well. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're open opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it on the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will not pay for her rashness in her life. There was a witness to her crime, professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Miss Sargent. The prosecution calls its first witness, Ms. Angel Starr, to the stand. Cough up, Queen. Here we go. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? You, sir. Did you order the fingerprint box? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Your Honor, how does it taste? Well, this is why I've been in raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Miss Sargent? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Yeah. Get on with it! Very well, Miss Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Miss Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Aha! What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a professional investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah! Ha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady? Angel Starr. If I might have the court's attention over here. Parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's official office personnel. B block for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up the prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans, add to the prosecuting. In the court record. Prosecuting. Witness, do you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what you keep saying every time. That's right. I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. But proceed to crush that little hope they have remaining. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? The testimony. Somehow I always knew that David like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Which one? When I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. The other picture just looks like he's in the map. I think the drunk's dad. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubts. The key point of our testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you say of being stabbed into Mr. Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound. Sorry. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. This day with Tom, boyfriend. His boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Extra. Then yet another boyfriend, the position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Thanks. Security guard room is in A block. Excuse me. Up on the second level, as you can see from everything, you can see everything from here. It would be this room with the security sign. Whoa! Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? It's on the visitor unit. Now I parked in B block. Oh, she was in B block when she witnessed a crime. When I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition. Through the wire fence, I saw the prosecutor standing next to a garish car. A garish car, you mean? Oops. You mean the default and the options? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's car? Incidentally, the knife with the which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. Odd case this is. The person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof that we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? Or why you didn't try to stop her. You did see her raise a knife. Strike me. That's has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment the prosecutor found the murder weapon. You see, it's only... Oh, anything else? speaking of the Star's testimony, it's false. Thanks. Science told you that, huh? Thanks. That's pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? My sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having a big mannequin next to me makes me don't smile like that. She was over here. Sense something, so you were saying you had a premonition of murder? Felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you have pumpkin chock full of seeds. What does that mean? Yeah, thanks. Being a detective's intuition. Wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Cheese? Pale white cheese. Not yet teeny with experience in the streets. I must be hot. Yellow. Not allowed to sharp at his attack part. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Thanks for earning some points there. In case there, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. The blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature very well versed on the location of a man's vital organs. Are they? I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg. My egg salad surprised that. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps the chicken salad would have been a better metaphor. The defendant was looking for a knife. What then? Yes, well, he said, damn it, I think I did that before. Oh no, that's the, I already did that. push-ups? How did you know? Respect the prosecutor's basic importance of crime, and the methods are ugly and twisted. The methods will usually lead to tragedy. English lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used erasing inconvenient evidence at the whim. Playing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. So, you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt I had found my dream of when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be laid off. She was fired. I mean, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. The road may continues. So she was over here, she saw this. Death due to blood loss of blood. One night. At home within an hour and a half before p.m. Oh. That would be alright. Damn. They work it. What can I? And I would just. No prints. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is. What I'm talking about. This case is gonna be a pain in the ass. prosecutors are nothing more than rumors. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. Yeah, thanks. Believe it. Heard that tagline before. You could cry plagiarism. Maybe relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Photograph, you took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and I took a picture. In fact, on my lunchboxes is rigged with the camera. Because that's more exciting than just hanging around your Goodness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of that criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. That's unmistakable. So what was the defendant doing at the time? My right hand. What am I supposed to... I'm sure I pressed as much as I can press. Seriously, like, I have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Pressed everything. I can't think of anything to present, let alone where to present. Not holding a knife. Bloodstained. Not holding a knife. She was standing there, but she doesn't have a knife. And this is the only. This is stupid. This is the only stupid thing I can. You witnessed this. You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with a knife. Is this the right answer? Oh my. To find lunch. Yeah, you took this photograph. This is. Mind you, I didn't find out why I did. I was like, oh, screw it. Then why is Miss Guy not holding a knife? That's worth your thoughts. Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it is still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. See the dark crimson stains around the chief prosecutor's coat? It's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit here and take that kind of abuse? A better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony, namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I have slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. You run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. You don't like it? Try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. Didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was cold calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in the photograph. Well, those gloves? Surgical gloves make a thin rubber, but most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing gloves. These gloves do tell premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Well, she was wearing gloves, like driving gloves. The gloves were needed as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was premeditated crime. First of all, sorry they took you off the force. This is bad. Just got them thinking that it was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. I think of a way to show that she wasn't premeditated. Damn it, come on.
Objection!
You know what this is. Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it was my knife. This case, only murder weapon Rick Carl. Then is the chief prosecutor for the people. Defense has a request. We ask that the witness write an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lona Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Huh. Oddly enough, that makes sense. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. What the hell? Order, order, order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Pretty sure, Mr. Wright, my sister's is good. Yeah. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. Now this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Ugh. Prosecution could care less if this was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Defendant Lana Sky murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing more. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you are clever now. You think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Enjoys deduction. All this guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. Oh god. There we go again. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. I already know where I'm going. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditated, doesn't it? So if I order a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to murder the delivery boy? And in case of defense may now cross-examine the witness. Yeah. Fine. Yep. Except for one little thing, due to blood loss of a single knife wound, you can kiss my ass later on, you bitch.
Objection!
You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With a moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under your feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. An autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Thanks. I pointed out and Edgeworth gets all the glory. All the credit for that. My hero. What about my objection? No one noticed? Nah, apparently not. One witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Ah, no thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. And now I realize that much mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I saw blood on her breast. Blood from the victim. That's why I thought that she had stabbed him at least twice. And tell us what you saw. You thought it was blood. Testify. Testify. A red muffler like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What? Sorry. This is clearly not suited for detective work. I make an objection. He makes an objection right before I finish my objection. Screw you, Edgeworth. Oh, what? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true crime in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. My objection, y'all suck. Remember when I said she gained points? Screw that, she didn't earn points. She lost them, they're gone. No points. Scarf, no, that button, something red, really. Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continued testimony. You solved the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Unfortunately, she couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? Or where your sister stabs the victim. This testimony might just be a moment of truth. Suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition and off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made an escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. She's the board. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? Strike a snake and bite like a cobra. It's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. I don't know. Itself, Miss Ray is weak against poisonous snake bites. Thank you. The prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator at this one. Leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination of you well known. Branding the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind her partition of her off to her side. I'll explain it to our rights. I have a feeling I know this one. Parking lots. Goes over here. Say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. I should press her for more details. Nope. I like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. Lunch late and car was. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in the B block. Oh, that was Edward. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. There's a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough-up green lunch lady athlete. It would have taken her a little while to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high, too. So how did this guy not get away? Up it. Damn it, as soon as the music didn't. Oh, screw the judge. The muffler. What exactly did she say? Oh, no, just right exactly. He would have told you in my testimony. Shaky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the prosecutor. I was talking on the phone. She can't mean. My phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon leading up in some streams. No, the court doesn't see me, so these prosecutors use the phone on the wall. On the wall? On the wall! That's right here next to the car. This was an emergency. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed. Or she found it was out of order that day. Good witness. Witness? Shut up. Whatever happened to good to her? Sure, of course, I have this to your testimony. As I do, please work in defense tone. Oh, shut up. The word muffler is not wasn't heard overheard during the call. So well, she tried to but had to use her cell instead. Quickly. Oh. Oh yeah, I already. Yeah, I already did this. So where is this partition on the floor plans? First she needs this wall next to the car. Is that right? Oh, they're about 6 feet high. Obviously trying to hide herself. Wait a minute! She says she tried to freaking... No. Yeah, the partition's right there, the phone's right there. You didn't see nothing there.
Objection!
Yes, I got her! Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Ms. Lana Sky.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction in your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this spot. However, if that was true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was in the back of this petition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Order! What's the meaning of this? Simply, Your Honor, she's not copying wrong, she's copying up lies.
Objection!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. That's exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Where counterattack begins, I can't afford to lied about. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie? See. Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky emergency phone. With me, Miss Starr witnessed this crime from a different location. Different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where it was the witness whom she saw the crime. All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. It was here.
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have seen the security guard. The security room is the underground parking lot, is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She could have seen... able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are so many other places she could have seen the phone. Now in this case, Your Honor, the witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't parking a car. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the petition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better man? I think that the table's worth telling. Today a man has gotten the better of your Starr. Order, witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should have known better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. I'll do what I must to make Will justice prevails? Guilty. You're talking about Miss Guy? Miss Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Makes sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from a security guard station. Well, it changed anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If the witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So tell us what her reason is, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. The Starr witnessed a crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from the vehicle. Must make a vital difference, but what? Distance to the crime. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. And condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. It's between it's 30 feet. I don't see what.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you witnessed Miss Guy? Well, witness. Yes. Ordered the squidward's, right? Quality of my lunch has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch to my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry jam. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime in the Glasswell station. When I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitors. Parking lot and vehicle. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. Was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him? I know it. I have the photographic evidence. Right. I swear it on my finest plastic fork. You have a point, and a spork is a wonderful invention. Get another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Right. Do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing the murder and their arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5 minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? You are a criminal. What would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! But don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. No one cares. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time is different. Miss Sky dolled at the scene of the crime, and he even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable! Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and linking her testimony. Sir Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have underestimated this witness on account of her professional history. Damn, we screwed that can shut. Oh, thank God. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court adjourned. Ah! Miss Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might have saved them. How decisive of evidence. What is that? Was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I allow one more testimony. A-hole! To the decisive evidence. Lunchline model says you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull off her lunchbox this time? You know, so I've been putting these things on my YouTube. And for some ungodly reason, someone who I can only assume does not understand that this is a freaking parody and a comedy thing, he likes to comment that, well, he only did on one video, but he commented that the actual court would never do stuff like this. And it's like, dude, it's Phoenix Wright. The trials only last 3 days. There's so much that goes on in these games. It's ridiculous. And none of it would actually happen. Like, why are you even saying anything? No offense to that guy. I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but it's like, dude, it's a game. I would have mentioned these 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, but now... And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. I did not bring this up. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other, blood type matched that of the defendant, Lana Scott. This shoe proves its flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? For a lunchline for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I'm heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Did I mention? Our 3 boyfriends in forensics. Any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Miss Archer? Oh, seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. You can see it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the General Public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. I'm so Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence, really. Prosecutor's complaints notwithstanding, appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Need to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well, Mr. Ray. Yeah. No, you can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You need to know something about blood tests, Ricky, huh? Speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder has been committed in cold. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means we can and more or less narrow any type of blood down to just one person. Or side here. Thanks, Emma. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have given up on the DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it would be on the button as line of disguise. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Goodman. Very well, I say that. It's 27 minutes. Okay. You brought it to the forensics department. You're going to submit something as evidence in court you need to prove. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her coup because she used to be a detective. Who does appear to be bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. That blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found in the shoe. We found the shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would have erased the prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that would happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? Carries more lunch boxes, gentlemen. Have it for you in your lunchbox bag, really. And she removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. So tell us what you did next. Can't let this evidence go without. Ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Something like it hot, miss, right? Something like your client, she's in. Something like your client, she liked enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Do you or do you not have a problem with the shoe? Problem? This girl, is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There's a problem. I'm not imagining things. I say there's one critical problem with all evidence. A clear contradiction. Like gleaming your eyes, you're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish gut now. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. That was a lucky guess. I wonder if you notice there's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the ball of my shoe. Indeed, there is a bit of blood on the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe? Back. Okay, the problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order! More witness? What? Yeah. Great, goodness, right, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, it's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Right, think! Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Alt witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There was one vital hint to truth in her testimony. But what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. We would have tried to resist, but efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over the oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. Yeah. I thought it was strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, yeah. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the factory, Volkswagen. Oil drum, looked over by Chief Prosecutor, was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Miss Wright. You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Well, yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that had become evidence against him. That ties up quite nicely. Blood stains left on her victim's shoe. Whose tie her quite clearly to the murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. And that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. Reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd been cut when she stabbed him? So what? That's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Oh, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Alright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angel Starr is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about that murder. This court finds the defendant Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Now the lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell...
Objection!
Time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough off me. Look at this. Photograph. Just in case anyone at the Gulf suggests that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. See no room for evidence. He's right. Wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Tracing the last trace of doubt from the corpse's mind immediately after the murder. To wash the water. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Guess I helped after all. Not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Better not be so quick to turn the towel. I'll take another look. Go up until the bitter end. Last piece of evidence. Well, this time I would like to declare verdict for good.
Objection!
Wait, what is it with you people? Can't I hand out my verdicts in peace anymore? No. Whoever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. It'll be too late. Look at the photograph. This one submitted. This trial isn't over until we get to each piece of evidence support proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. Later. Yeah, there's a problem right around. And suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Well, Mr. Wright, we report the problem in the photograph. Right here. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Oh, I thought that was the judge. That was actually Edgeworth. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or a scarf of any kind in this photograph. The muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. No, you don't. You really don't. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. God, you're dragging this thing, lady. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said so as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and muffler is related to this case. Huh? Shit. Okay, that picture is the only thing I've got. Oh, Your Honor, how do you feel about that? Oh, fuck. Cloth was found in the car's muffler, right? Muffler. I've never heard that word recently. Muffler. Oh, Your Honor. Son of a bitch. Come on. Call your come on, can we stop recalling her damn testimony? Let me confuse me. Yeah. Could be that the muffler you heard mentioned is actually this exhaust pipe. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. They always look like they shit themselves. In the last case, you had one Karma. He had that look on his. Did have that look on his face, like he was like proud that he shit himself because no one could do about it. I mean, of course, he wasn't declared guilty at that time. He was just beating his head off the freaking wall. Oh, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. We leave any question unanswered. We do have a service to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once. Bring me that cloth. The verdict will have to wait until we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. That was close, but we made it. We made it. Yay! Court will be adjourned for 30 minutes. Fuck this trial. Fuck this trial. I don't get any respect.